Good morning. Oh, weather. Winter, of course. Winter in Scotland. Sit down next to the fire. It's at that time of the year we're going to run out of gas again. I think I'd do something about that, but every year it's the same. So, but we're, as you can see behind you, busy. For the coming year, we're going to get things organised with the sticks and try to get shot off, like, you know. Busily over the past little while I've been clearing things up, selling the bits of equipment that I've still got left that are likely to chop pieces off me, so I'm getting rid of them. I've known my limitations now, so that's that. So, but anyway, about the rack, and we've got sticks. A lot easier for people to see what I've got or put a selection out and be able to alter it to suit. There's another one to build. I'm going to build two for. Yeah, there's another one I'm going to build. But there's a ban put on me right now. I'm not allowed to walk in this. I don't really want to walk in this weather anyway, but I've taken to falling. Not regularly, but now and again. It's not the falling, as I said, it's a problem. It's getting up, it's a hassle. There was one the other week there which was, I won't go into the details of it all, but I fell again trying to get back up. And of course I ended up having to crawl across a pavement and everything to a fence to pull myself up. Like, dear. Bloody, I'm hanging over the bloody fence, killing myself, bloody laughing to the antics of me. Oh dear, skinned my bloody knees, and oh dear. So yes, and that was me sticking to. What I'd basically done was crossed at a bit of road that I moved down a little bit because there's an ideal spot to cross where I step up onto something that's got a good hard surface on the verge. The manholes basically is access for whatever it may be. But this morning I decided that I would just cross at this particular point and stepped to go onto the verge and slipped and down I went. And it wasn't a big fall, but the next one was just like trying to get up again and crawling across. Oh dear. But traffic wasn't. Nobody stopped, by the way. Nobody stopped. Anything could happen to you. That was it. So needless to say that even I'm concerned about it now. Yes, we're not throwing on, but we'll have our good days, we'll have our not so good days. That was one of the not so good days. But so I'm probably spending more time in here, yes. And so we're determined to organise things and get things sorted. But I get waylaid, of course, and Christmas, of course. I started early this year, but I'm still little bits and pieces. I'm still doing. The wreaths are all gone, and Peter, I forgot to mention Peter, the chap that gave me the tree over the back here. He got a wreath too, and so that was it. And I managed to sell. I had one left, so I managed to sell one, and that was it. Like, you know, so terrible amount of work, but I enjoy it. It's all right. So, and the family and friends and various other things they got. And there's a couple there for the 70s. We'll go visit the folks, hopefully, at some point. If we're in the right tier. The tier's the problem now. What tier do you happen to be in this week? Well, we're not really sure. But we'll see how it goes, right? But we always like to pay them a kind of visit at this time of the year and remember what they meant to us. That's for sure. There you are. But I'm just finished off. These were little snowmen I put together for people I like. Somebody asked me, who gets in, Jim? That's just people I like. So they went out. That one is the last of them. That's my youngest daughter still to get one yet. So and these other ones I'm busy working along with too. These are wee pine cone pieces pine cones and whatnot, and wee Santa, pink Santas and things like that hanging from the tree. But I've bits and pieces. I get carried away and end up just that everything on the road, like, you know. Turn everything into anything, like anything into everything. So, you know, that's it. But so that's it. That's where we've been, and the chops all went away. I got it away, and the transformer and that. Haven't used it for long and weary. And it was a compound miter. A good one, an old one, but a good one. But that's going to have to go. It's not going to be used. I'm better sticking with a handsaw, and even then it does you, but that's that. So, but I'm quite pleased with the rack I built for the sticks. 50 odd sticks on there. I like to say it made a difference, but I've got bloody at least 3 times that, if not more, kicking about. At least stop making them for a little bit, but concentrate on that. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, the story the thing I'm going to tell you about is someone reminded me of it, the bricks. The brick. A few years ago I was out on my usual kind of walk, and I met a man from a distant land, Newfoundland, a brick in his hand, and I just commented to him, are you building a house? One brick at a time by any chance, like, you know. An older chap, maybe a bit older than me, maybe not, I don't really know, but nice chap. Canadian American, something like that, can't really remember now, come from there anyway. And what had disappointed me that day was that I did pay attention to what he had to say because I found it interesting. People who collect bricks. And I went, I should have been surprised. Well, I don't think so, but I was. And yeah, it's just bricks. Oh yeah, it's just big in America, abroad and all that kind of thing. And Canada. So yeah, oh, he says, yeah, he says, there's quite a thing, quite a lot of, you should check it up online and whatnot. That's just kind of what's going on. Yeah. So anyway, we had a nice conversation that day. His wife had been at the farm shop, and we were obviously over visiting, and he was busily wandering about looking for bricks. But anyway, cut a long story short. If that's possible with me, I don't really know, but a while back there I was on my usual walk again. My walk, there's no thing we do it now, it's got to stick to a particular way. But cut a long story short, again. Somebody had actually reversed the car into this path, the end of the thing we'd done, dumped off a whole load of turf and soil, and in amongst it was a few bricks. And remembering the conversation that I'd had with him, I went, oh. And I kicked the bricks about and went, and it came up on the side of one, New Battle. And I went, New Battle? So, Phillipsburg used to be a Phillipsburg town now, probably, in Midlothian. And I remember it well because New Battle Abbey, down there, we had been there, me and the son, one night, many years before. He had built picnic tables, and I'd sold one to Helen, a woman who run beekeeping classes down there at one of the outbuildings at it was now a college, of course. I'd been various things, but very favourite place of the Kings of Scotland. In fact, I'm sure one of the Kings of Scotland, his wife's buried there, or interred there in the mausoleum part of it. But anyway, it's a lovely place. And that night we had visited, and Josh wanted to drop the table off for her, put it on the top of the van, and away we went. It was a beautiful night, summer's night it was. We were running down there, and lovely run down to it, and very impressed with the place. I should have taken more time that night and had a better look about, but more time's always the thing. So, but anyway, I remembered the new battle. I went, oh, that's way better than I like. So I picked up. There was two of them. Unusual. One of them was particularly unusual. And I went, oh, right. So I put them by. It's the next day around with the motor. I'll pick them up. So those fabrics killing themselves with me. It's bloody bricks. What are you going to do with bricks? I said, well, related to the story, of course. Oh, and then we like, so I brought them back, cleaned them up, and they sat for a while. And I says, I'm going to see if I can sell these. I was getting a bit stick on it. They'll never sell these. I said, well, I'm going to put them on. I says, plus, I'm really interested to see who actually comes forward from it. I'm not looking for any real money. In fact, I'd probably give them away at the end of the day. But I put them in a pound each. £2 for 2 bricks. And you're saying to yourself, that's a bit fun. Let's see what happens. And they sat on for 2 or 3 days, and I got a messenger. Hi, do you still have the bricks? I'm interested in them. Some woman who stayed, if I remember right, Kirkliston, I think it was. I said, yeah. She worked in Moness. She says, where about are you? I said, she says, is it alright if I pop in on my way back from work at the time? Said, oops, there we go. And I says, yeah, no problem. So, anyway, this she did. And gave me handed me a £5 note. I says, oh look, I says, I've no change. I says, just keep that. I says, I'm not really interested. Tell me the story about it. And she proceeded to do that. They were for a friend of hers he had clocked them on, and he collected them and phoned her up and asked her if she would go buy these. And she had said to him, under no circumstances am I going to go and buy 2 bricks. But as a surprise for him, she decided to do so. And so she wouldn't have them for £5. She says, they're £5. That's it. I went, okay, fair enough, So there you are. It's just another brick in the wall. Pink Floyd. It's another story, as they say, but just shows you the people you encounter in this life and the stories they'll tell you and the interests they have. But the bell has rung, and doing anything but talking about sticks nowadays, or even doing anything to them, but keep your eye on this space. There's something should be interesting coming up shortly. We'll wait and see what develops. But anyway, all the best, and I hope everything's okay with you, and take care. We'll catch you after. Cheers.